But
Right.
then we have fall in 2020, and when most of the country, especially our neighboring states like Indiana and Ohio and Wisconsin, were starting to fully open, she brought the hammer down on us even more. And we predicted that. Here comes flu season, right? So there's going to be more sickness. And what she do? I think she shut you guys down to 25% capacity with what, like a 10 p.m. curfew? Was that what it started to in the winter?
Ultimately, so one of the first things in the off season, so it's worth noting that the brilliant Michigan Supreme Court in October of 2020 knocked down the emergency powers of the governor as unconstitutional, saying basically she had way too much power with the law that was written back in whatever 38, or I can't keep these laws straight anymore,
35.
but
Yeah.
and then immediately turned to the health department. 3
Yeah.
days later, they turned to the health department and issued these orders. And one of the first ones was the sign-in sheets.
Yeah.
And that's when I really knew that restaurants were being targeted, because I could walk into my hospital. In fact, I did walk into a hospital and they never took my name. I walked in and they just pointed to a board and said, "Do you have any of these symptoms?" And I'd be like, "No." And they would say, "Okay, here's a fresh mask." Then it never took my name, never took my phone number, no contact tracing, none of that. So it took more information for you to come and dine in, or even just to walk into my restaurant to pick up to go, than it was to go into a hospital, which is obviously a vector of disease. So it was just, these things were just so incongruent across everything.